And roughly every 5 years, Congress works on the nation's most important farm, food, nutrition, and rural economic policy, known simply as the Farm Bill. Now, this sets policy for our food supply from farm to fork, including SNAP benefits or food stamps for low-income folks. And the current bill expires at the end of next month. And local farmers are urging lawmakers now to rework this bill to fit the needs of modern farming. News 19's Danny Smith and McLean Nofke have more.
Okay.
Changes in the farming industry are driving lawmakers to revamp the Farm Bill. Senator Tina Smith visited a local Minnesota farm to hear what barriers growers face, such as a decrease in available markets, land access, and farm viability, especially for emerging and small producers.
There is such challenges with young people wanting to get into farming. There just are not as many avenues as there used to be.
Smith visited Featherstone Farm to discuss the impact the new bill could have on farmers' livelihoods. Featherstone is a 250-acre organic vegetable farm distributing to local co-ops, restaurants, and grocers. But recently, they have felt the squeeze of large corporate farms as they see their market options decreasing.
I feel like there are fewer and fewer options for markets for not just what I grow, but what I would like to grow, meaning wheat or rye or even straw. You know, you can sell it, but not like we could have 20 years ago when there was more of a dairy industry that needed straw bedding. So yeah, there are fewer options to sell what we can produce at this scale.
The goal of the 2023 bill aims to lessen the squeeze Featherstone farms and other small growers are feeling.
So the first thing we have to do with the Farm Bill is to make sure that we are in the Farm Bill through the farming programs supporting small farmers and emerging farmers so that they can get a foot in the door and they can start, they can get into the business.
And local farmers are urging lawmakers to do just that, support community operations by increasing markets and decreasing barriers.
Whether it's small grains, perennial crops, you know, annual vegetables are just a drop in the bucket. But to my opinion anyway, we need more diversity on the landscape and more options for farmers.
Reporting for News 19, I'm Danny Smith.
Now, before the September 30th deadline, Congress must either pass a new farm bill or extend the current one while they work on that next version. A unanimous vote by the Crescent City Council last night outlawing the use of marijuana in public spaces. Now, this includes both indoor and outdoor places that are used by the public, whether they be owned or operated by public or private interests. And that includes both smoking and imbibing cannabis products. Now, Crescent Mayor Mike Pellinger says this ordinance, something of a mix of common alcohol and tobacco limits, is also a safety measure.
We would just hope that people would respect other people's space, and if they need to consume, they would consume at home and not in a city park. We really just don't want that conflict if we can help it in public space.
A violation of the newly passed ordinance can be punishable by a petty misdemeanor. People are still able to use these now legal products within their private residence, including in their yard.